continues as we determine who's going to semifinal action. Is it Ray Perkowski and the Invader, or Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger?
I'm dead set on winning today. No bones about it.
Gravedigger, I've got more staying power than you. It is written in the stars that I will be triumphant. When all worlds collide, it will be devastating.
Invader, it'll be a cold day in hell when you're able to defeat me.
The trucks are staged for this round to determine who's going to semifinal action. Gravedigger or the Invader. The Invader truck out of St. Louis, Missouri. Ray Perkowski built this truck and campaigns the truck himself. And Dennis Anderson and the Gravedigger, well, he's built himself up. He has an entire crew that travels with him on the circuit. The truck weighing in at 10,000 pounds, 1,400 horses, versus the Invader's 1,300 horsepower and one of the heaviest trucks on the circuit with over 11,000 pounds. Let's hop aboard the Gravedigger and go for a ride with Dennis Anderson.
The headlights on, wheels are straight, she's locked back and low, and we're getting ready for takeoff. Take off over a dirt hill, 3 cars, 145-foot long straightaway, jump to the finish. All right, thumbs up, we're ready, go.
Smoking. He was smoking as Gravedigger wins that one, 7.56 to Invaders 8.18. You were inside the truck. This is what it looked like to the fans outside. Digger led it all the way. An easy win for Gravedigger. Let's send it back to LuAnn in the studio.
You've probably noticed the fans saved some of their biggest cheers for Dennis Anderson's truck. Reasons to dig the Gravedigger. He's always ready to put on a show, even if it means risking life and limb. Dennis has found himself upside down on the racetrack more than once in his career. If you ask Dennis what scares him, he replies, "I have no fear." A quote that doesn't quite thrill his wife, Julie. My fearless co-host, Jim Davidson, ventured down south to Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, the appropriately named hometown of the Gravedigger.
I've always done wild stunts, drove wild. Guess it's in my blood. I've been like that all my life. I've got a reputation to live up to, so I'm going to be the wild man out here the rest of my life, I guess.
Watching Dennis Anderson, the Gravedigger, drive fans crazy got me psyched to come and find out if this guy's really as wild off the track as he is on the track. I'm only a mile away from his place in North Carolina. I'm about to find out. Time to unmask the Gravedigger. This is nice. What's up, Dennis?
What's up, man?
Nice to see you.
Glad you could make it.
What is this place?
Well, it's going to be, it's not yet, but it's going to be a place for the fans to come in, check out. You know, we have people from Ohio, New Jersey, New York, all on the northern East Coast. That's why we created this deal here, and it's like my own little digger land is what it is, you know.
Away from Digger's dungeon, the wild man always has his pedal to the metal on one of his fast toys. This 4x4 is a carbon copy of the real Gravedigger, only this baby can hug the highway.
Let's match this baby. What's the speed limit here, Dennis?
Speed limit is 55.
Dennis, where's the speedometer?
Right here.
What does it say?
The speedometer says 40 miles an hour.
Jam on it! Where's Gravedigger start?
I just made it up 13 years ago. I used to pick on my buddy there that had a nice fixed-up street truck, and I had the old junker, you know, and I told him I'd take this old junk and dig you a grave.
So began his career of burying the competition.
So they went and pinned you as the wild man while you were mud bogging?
I was the weekend warrior, wild man. I mean, if my old house that I lived in, if the roof was leaking on that thing, man, and Julie said, hey, our roof is leaking, instead of getting some shingles for it, I'd stick a 5-gallon bucket underneath them and say, there you go, baby, but I need me a Holly carburetor to make this thing go for the next weekend.
Now the wild kid with the mean machine is Monster Truck's #1 attraction.
I drive rough. You know, there's no doubt about it. We've taken some wild rides in the old panel truck, but
Hey, I've survived a bunch of them, and people love it, man. If I had a choice, if I had to turn the truck over, I'd rather for it to be in front of 30,000 people and in the finals when it happens.
Walking in his father's footsteps, 7-year-old Adam also likes to ride wild. It may be a four-wheeler today, but tomorrow it's monster trucks. But Adam's got a long road to haul because back on the racetrack, his old man, the wild man, Dennis Anderson, is at the top of the heap.
Dennis will be back in business in just a moment. He's getting ready to face off against UFO in semifinal action. It's a rematch of their round 1 race, so get ready to rock and rumble right after this.
It's semifinal action, and this crowd is being treated to a monster show. We are ready to go. Gravedigger Dennis Anderson going up against Bob Fisher and UFO. Dennis, of course, has that onboard camera. We'll be riding up with him.
All right, Bobby boy, get us lined up here. All right, whoa, Digger.
Whoa, Digger. Whoa, UFO. There's the green light. Go, guys. Digger gets that early lead and just blows off. UFO. Gravedigger, look out! Whoa! Whoa! Dennis turns it over. Dennis turns it over. The crowd's on their feet. USHRA officials come up. They turn off the fuel. They turn off the power, and they check to make sure that Dennis is okay. Bob Fisher runs over. This is what happened. The Digger, an easy win. And then something happened. The rear end of the truck just swung around, came over in front of UFO. Dennis tried to stop it and couldn't, and over he went. The Gravedigger is on its side. The safety officials are checking Dennis out. And let's see, is everything all right? Here comes the wild man. Dennis Anderson is okay. The crowd goes nuts. Let's send it on down to Monster Wars' own Jim Davidson, who's with Dennis, and see what happened.
Dennis, man, are you all right?
Hey, Jim, it's unbelievable. I tell you, man, I was kind of worried about that right-hand lane. You know, I slowed down a little bit there. UFO caught up. I went ahead and pinned that big motor, man. Once I jumped the cars, was slapping the tail end around from side to side. Once I got into a power slide, man, it went over. There was nothing I could do about it. And
Dennis, I know you're kind of caught up in the moment right now, but seriously, are you okay? That truck was spinning and flipping everywhere.
yeah, I think so, Jim. I got a left elbow over here, and it banged into the door pretty good as the truck rolled over. My shoulder's hurting a little bit, but honestly, right now, there's no blood. There's no open wounds. I've got every joint moving on me, so I feel like I'm good to go.